So, I'm a fucking idiot. An interlude is generally not considered a chapter, but a separate section that breaks from the main narrative to offer a side story, a different perspective, or a break in tension. Anyways, welcome to the actual Chapter 7 of Verse 1999's main story. This is a series where I'll be going through the story in addition to my own summaries and highlights. So yeah, sit back and get ready, because this is one hell of a chapter. Enjoy.
Mama, I have a question. Why don't people like the irrational numbers?
Hey, baby 37?
Do you feel the same about them, 37?
Maybe a little? You see, Mama, I can count to 3 and to 17, but I can never count to something like 0.010010001000001, let alone use it in calculations.
Why would you?
What's so funny, Mama?
You're a clever, silly goose, my dear. You don't dislike them, you just don't understand them enough. Take our old friend Root 2, for instance. The irrationality of this number can be proven through basic arithmetic, as it cannot be expressed as an irreducible fraction of integers a over b. A simple proof by contradiction is enough, with no knowledge of irrational numbers required. The presence of root 2 is prevalent in nature.
Holy fucking yapping.
I see now, Mama. We are not all-knowing beings. There will always be numbers beyond our awareness, such as the nature of irrational numbers. So, if we get to know the irrational numbers better, we can be friends with them too. But you haven't told me why people on the island hate them.
Oh, hell fucking no.
Mama?
"37. You're awake."
Are we sure this is not a horror game?
Sophia? How long was I out?
"You've been in a coma for a week. No, stop! You're not well yet!
There's no time. I have to find 6. I have to tell them now. Our circle has been broken.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Nothing's happening.
Miss Vertin, your attention, please.
Damn! Who this?
This is a public inquiry, and your answer determines the fate of you and your friends. There will be a vote on your punishment, considering the leak of the island's coordinates and the damages caused by you and Manus Vindictae. Yet, in the past 2 hours, you've looked at your watch 10 times. Forgive me for being blunt. What could possibly bother you more than your sentence?
The arrival of another storm?
My apologies.
Let her look, 888. Doesn't it occur to you that time is also in the form of numbers? Perhaps she's waiting for her lucky number to come. Besides, what conclusions have the good people here made? We were brought together in this great hall today, for misfortunes have struck us in the past week. Manus followers were found dead in our sacred place, the Gorgon current was cut off, and a human army has invaded our land. There are also the territorial disputes, the threats from external powers, and the conflicts between our guests. As you can see, our guests have brought us quite the unexpected gifts.
How is this dude not playable?
They will give us their explanations. But whose words should we trust? Those of the Foundation or Manus Vindictae?
Also the music here. God damn.
I swear on the Stone of Truth that I have no knowledge of the League. We never gave any information to the humans. As we speak, the St. Pavlov Foundation is taking measures to mediate the territorial disputes from outside the island.
But you did report everything here to the Foundation. And you don't know what they did with the information, do you?
Right.
A questionable defense. A doubtful explanation. Why should we trust her? We all know that the Foundation is closely associated with the humans. They are the false friends of the Arcanists. With their crocodile tears and broken vows, while many may have changed over time, their nefarious human taint lingers. Besides, why should we seek collaboration and assistance from an organization that's 7 years behind us on the study of the emanation? But rush not, brothers and sisters. The moment of decision has not yet arrived. Let's give our old friend Manus Vindictae a fair and equal hearing before casting our pebbles into the pot.
Oh?
Indeed. The Foundation's understanding of the emanation is 7 years behind ours. However, our Manus friends here are unable to speak at all, let alone understand complex mathematical principles. Please enlighten us, Miss Arcana. Why were swaths of your followers found dead at the door of our sacred place? Did our math lessons drive them to madness, causing them to bash their heads against the gates of truth like martyrs?
So it would seem.
What?
One must confess that our followers were ill-prepared to take on the wisdom of the island. But we did come seek mutual development with sincerity. I trust you are aware of the assistance we have provided over the years in this world of matters, which you, though reluctantly, relied upon.
I'm just saying, instant portrait 5 if she becomes playable.
As to this debate, I was once told a story that now seems fitting to recount.
Pray, share with us.
Thank you kindly. 'Tis the story of the Circle. A young artist told it to me before I arrived on this island. In the ancient past, amid a world of primitive instincts and ignorance, the first intelligent mind awakened. Overwhelmed by the enormity of nature and dismayed by its own insignificance, the creature was shaken to its core. In an act of defiance, it drew a magic circle, shielding its powerless self from the formidable world beyond. This was the first magic, when the primitive man mastered the pneuma within and wielded it against the relentless forces of nature. In that process, man hath gained a deeper understanding of the boundaries and limitations of its power. This is the tale of the first circle. The circle shielded us, and its protection benefits thee to this day. What I find intriguing in this story, man hath established its existence, recognized its boundaries, and learned the purpose of life, all by relying upon this very circle.
24-hour storm kickdown kicks off and Vertin explains how it creeps in little by little. Then suddenly 37 appears and drops a bombshell. The island's immunity is failing. What the fuck is going on?
Ah! What is going on?
Bro.
Is that a hailstorm?
No. I don't think so. Those are Abraxases falling from the sky.
Countdown to the storm?
It's the storm.
Okay, next.
The storm of this era is here.
I just skipped one of the most important lines. Great.
Now I see! It finally all makes sense! There never was the truth, nor the transcendental! Everything is a lie! Nothing but shadows on walls, flickers of fire and fragments of reality! No one will survive the oblivion! The island will be destroyed amid its conflict!
Is that the storm syndrome?
42, your face.
No one!
888, stop conversing with him. We must subdue him. Now. He has the storm syndrome. Please, listen everyone. 37 is right. Something's changed on this island. Your immunity to the emanation has been weakened.
How? That's never happened in the last 8 times.
A feeble induction, my friend. Just because you've never seen a purple cow doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Must we talk of logic now? 42 has literally been emanated.
First the army, then the emanation. Everything's been falling apart since the outsiders arrived on this island. The Foundation and Manus Vindictae. One of them must answer for this.
Then you should also ask 37 and number 0 what they've done in the sacred place to anger Apeiron so much.
Hi.
No, 37 didn't cause this. I told you. It was Manus Vindictae. They broke the peace agreement and launched suicide attacks. They forced their way into the cave.
You and them are equally responsible on this matter.
Oh, you mother...
Good, Vertin, good. Let the confrontations be louder and the struggles be harder. I wonder what shall come of this.
Silence. The debate will end now. Since we were unable to come to an agreement, further discussion is pointless. There are more pressing matters to attend to. This will be the end of the assembly, and my decision will be the final ruling. I demand that both parties leave this island at once.
What? Accept 6 verdict or wait for Arcana's move? I don't feel like waiting for the enemies to move first is the smartest idea. Let's take the verdict and then assemble with the team.
I respectfully accept your verdict.
My choice matches that of Vertin's. But may I ask for one small doubt to be dispelled? Miss Vertin and I will depart ere long. Do you truly not desirous aid from us?
You're kind to ask, miss. It is true that our circle has been disturbed, but we see it as a mere turbulence of the phenomenal world. He who holds the compass decides the circle. This will not shift the center of our focus, nor change the shape of our beliefs. Medin Hagan.
He purged the storm syndrome with an arcane skill.
You can just do that.
I never thought it would be possible.
The light of intelligence has cleansed 42 of confusion. It is also what the island needs. The incident will be properly handled, and my ruling stays unchanged.
So you're not gonna explain how you did that?
I expect your words to be matched by actions, Miss Arcana.
I guess not.
Certainly. It was a fair and just decision. If only one could depart amidst such unfavorable weather. I presume Miss Vertin will also appreciate more time to prepare for the journey. What sayest thou?
Fuck you, bitch.
The hourglass empties in 2 hours. Please leave before that.
Thank you for your thoughtful consideration.
Lastly, I would like to share a story. To conclude today's meeting and respond to Miss Arcana's tale.
I am most honored.
I too have heard the story of the first circle, but in my version, more followed. The first of man were intimidated by the enormity of nature and constantly tried to defy and escape it. Our ancestors, however, had the opposite reaction. They found solace in nature, which welcomed them with a nourishing embrace, sharing its vastness and sublimity without reservation. It was the perfect harmony, the moment the circle ceased to represent confrontation and avoidance. As we bathed in Apollo's illumination and wandered the tranquil shores, our souls resonated, and we were lifted to a higher wisdom.
Were you? Were you really?
This was how we conquered our fears, emerged from ignorance, and allowed ourselves to indulge on the essence and forms. This was the rise of the classic man. May you all be blessed with the courage for reconciliation, the determination for peace, and the devotion to nature. Qualities no less noble than caution and defiance. You may all leave now.
Please, just a moment. I will fix our circle.
You always have to have the last word, doesn't she?
888 was right. I have enraged Apeiron. I am responsible. I will go back to the sacred place, pass its test, and ask it to share the divine light of Gnosis so we can learn the truth about the essence. I will make up for what I've done. I promise.
You will fucking die.
It has been 300 years since the last challenger had their success in the cave. 37, are you aware that we have other means to cleanse the island, even if you don't bring the matter to Apeiron?
Yes, I'm aware.
Then are you aware of the price you will pay should you fail its test?
Yes, I am.
Then you shall have my blessing.
The headquarters has issued a notice. The critical point of the storm is in Vienna.
It has been an honor.
I need a moment. Fuck, kill me right now. Like legit, kill me. Thank you for the reminder, you son of a... They have 2 hours to figure out what the menace is doing and to possibly help fixing the circle before they have to leave the island. 37 appears and wants Vertin to join her see Apeiron. Over to Sophia and Miss Martha, who listen to Sophia's worries about not being able to help 37 and about 37 taking the test in the cave, and the fact that those who failed the test will pay a terrible price. This part ends with 37 clarifying that if one shall pass the test of Apeiron, it will answer one question you ask, and that makes Vertin wonder.
Will it answer my question?
What?
If I asked for a way to become immune to the storm?
What the fuck? Is she going to take the test?
Any progress?
Damn!
Not much. We've called all the experts here, but so far it's been a bodily reaction when reciting the text.
Speaking of goats.
It doesn't belong to any known language, nor follow any linguistic rules. Many are starting to doubt the accuracy of the incantation. After all, it was copied down by a novice investigator with her arcane skill, not her supervisor.
Miss Marcus, can you confirm that the incantation you dictated was correct?
Hey, I missed you.
We also learned that you witnessed a visual recording of Arcana performing her arcane skill, depicted through images recreated by a pure-blooded arcanist. Is that right?
Yes, to be precise, I saw it in the memories of Isolde, a former member of Manus Vindicte, using Miss Cacanya's arcane mirror.
Can you attest to the accuracy of this memory?
I can't say.
Do you deem the reflection of Miss Cacanya's arcane mirror to be accurate, factual, and without misinterpretation?
I'm not sure.
Can you confirm that your arcane skill, Read, was performed correctly and provided an unbiased, objective, and flawless interpretation?
I don't know about that either, but I saw it with my own eyes. I heard the chanting. I don't know what language that was, but that's how I heard it, and I've written it down phonetically.
Please calm down. We are only verifying the details. The Foundation has dispatched a special operations squad to you in Vienna. Please make sure the 2 other arcanists involved will return to the Foundation with you.
I understood.
This? Is this it?
Wait. Is that?
An ancient miracle. A circle of salvation.
Bro, there's way too many goats in this story.
Euna seco. Atuna psycho? An inexplicable incantation transcribed by an arcanist based on what she saw in the memory of another arcanist recreated by yet another arcanist.
Also, I'm sorry for your loss.
That's as convoluted as a dream within a dream within a dream. To think they wanted an objective restoration. I mean, if Gnosis is so reliable and can really cross-check not only once but 4 times, it should have long replaced science by now. With this level of uncertainty, we might have better luck asking typewriter monkeys to randomly give us the answer to the storm immunity.
Adler? Why are you here?
I requested his participation on the cryptography team. He is a human, but he excels in the field of cryptography.
And why can't I be here? Is it because Adler Hofmann's my sister?
Oh, fuck.
And is this what a respectable and honorable member of the Foundation gave her life to retrieve? Is this the ritual she died for? Oh, right. It wasn't even her who retrieved the ritual. It was a student.
You are not currently on the official roster. You can leave at any time.
Leave? Why should I leave? Ich habe jedes Recht zu wissen, wofür meine Schwester gestorben ist. Nun gut, Leute, an die Arbeit. Lasst uns dieses große Rätsel entschlüsseln und sehen, was es uns bringen wird. Erlösung oder Zerstörung?
So obviously he's pissed off about that, but also the fact that there's too many unknown mysteries about this ritual they don't know about, but need to figure out because of this upcoming storm. Besides that, Lucy wants Enigma to join the cryptography team. One of the researchers in Laplace tries the Menace Mask for, well, research purposes, and ends up killing himself. Basically, it's too dangerous to test out.
This ritual is useless to us. Save yourself this trouble. We're not getting anywhere with this.
What? Explain yourself, Adler. What do you mean the ritual is useless? You barely sat down. My coffee's still hot.
I don't need to waste any more time. It's simple logic. The current information is insufficient for cryptographic decryption. We're attempting an exhaustive brute force, comparing every ancient text and record to find the language or corresponding text. It's like looking for a needle in a colossal haystack. Even if we stumble onto a match, none of us can validate such a thing. A breakthrough in this regard is simply not possible.
You can't be serious. And what is the basis of your reasoning? Have you figured out the mechanics behind the ritual?
I didn't need to understand the intricacies of Arcanum to deduce this. It was simple logic.
So you never even tried to understand it. With your supposedly superior human reasoning, you dismissed all of our dedication and hard work just like that. Who the f do you think you are?
That's the first F-bomb of the game? Okay. Before anyone can react, the researcher lunges at Enigma and punches him right in the face.
What?
Matthew was right. You arrogant fools, clueless morons! Get out of my face, you humanocentric narcissist! Go to hell!
Damn, alright, this VA? God damn.
Was this really necessary? I was just sharing my conclusion.
Oh, it was the mask. I should have thought of that. He worked in the same lab as Matthew, and he must have been exposed to the mask.
But his physical exam seemed fine. Is there an incubation period?
Does he seem fine to you now? No! Williams! Put that down! That's the only Conway Automaton 5 left after the storm. Security! Security! We've got a code red!
So, Ulrich tells Lucy that he doesn't want Enigma to be part of this team because he thinks he's a loose cannon, but she refuses because he thinks Enigma is a valuable asset to them. Enigma arrives and questions this whole thing, because this circle incantation comes from Arcana, who is a pure-blooded arcanist power beyond their imagination. So according to him, there's no way they can find a solution to all of this via the cryptographic decryption.
Your logic is impressive, Adler, but do not let it limit your thinking. You spoke of the boundaries of arcane power, but logic has its limits too, no? Knowledge can be obtained through various means, such as intuition, logical reasoning, empirical observations, and teachings from others. Your team is not the only one cracking the ritual through their own means. If you fail, we will turn to the others, and if that approach is wrong, we will try another. If no solution is found before the storm, we will simply wait for the next one.
That's pretty fair. Not gonna lie, pretty fair.
What matters is we keep moving forward, no matter the cost. We must keep to the path, or we will be swept away like dust in the rain.
If one team fails, you can still turn to the others. Warum denn? Warum musste es Greta sein?
Oh, fuck, man.
What?
Forget it. Just a bitter, irrational thought. This marks the end of my efforts. Hopefully, the others will bring you the needed breakthroughs.
Vertin! Jump over here! Very good! Now you are on number 1.
The fuck?
And you should jump to 7. This is a 4x4 magic square. You just need to make sure every 4 steps you take adds up to 34.
I don't understand 37. This place was different the last time we were here.
It has changed because the test has begun. The path to new knowledge is always harder than verifying a known result. Don't worry. This is like a labyrinth with a minotaur. There is always a way to the center.
Careful, 30. The numbers are coming to life. We need to put them back in place.
The what is coming to life?
Like I said, it's not that big of a deal. Hello, 6. Are you the real thing?
Yes, I'm the real 6.
I wouldn't be so sure. When it comes to the essence, we are all shadows cast on a wall by a flickering fire. How do you know you're the real 6? Did you just smile? Now I very much doubt that you're real.
What the fuck?
I didn't. And I am the true 6. This gate has always been guarded by a 6.
I have a bad feeling about this. I think the question we're about to answer will be very simple. It's just a formality, isn't it? You'll ask a question and let us through. I've seen you do that on other tests before.
Formality is also important.
No, only the essence is important. Only the forms are important.
This is a question about the essence and forms, 37. Please, as for Miss Vertin, we only expect you to lend a patient ear.
Very well.
37. If your pursuit of truth were to lead to the destruction of your faith and beliefs, would you still keep going?
What? What kind of question is that? If my pursuit of truth will be the destruction of my beliefs, I came for the truth, and my faith is the truth. Why would the truth be destroyed by the truth? If it's because I did the calculation wrong, I'll go back and do it again, and next time, I will do better.
What if the essence of truth is there is no truth?
What the fuck are you guys yapping about?
If my world changes because the truth is revealed, doesn't that mean my previous understanding was wrong and should be corrected? If what's behind the gate is really the truth, why would I give up the truth for falsehood?
You've passed. As a reward, I will bestow upon you this sacred ritual. It will bridge the gap between you and the Supreme Existence during communion.
We should go, Vertin. There's a long way ahead. I hope the next question will be more fun. Nothing I haven't expected so far. Just like what Mom told me. They're just games, like skipping rocks, katabos, and hopscotch. I've always been good at games. Look, there's the gate, Vertin. We're almost at the end. What's the matter, Vertin? You've been quiet since we met 6, but you're number 0, not 6. You have no common factor with him.
No. I'm only thinking, what's the question you're going to ask? We've only got one chance.
The most important question of all, of course.
About the essence of the emanation, right?
Well, the essence of it is important, but one day, we will eventually come to understand it. Even if we leave it alone for now, it will still be there. Yes?
I think so. So, are you going to ask something else?
Yes. I have come up with a better question. A question that will solve all our problems once and for all. And free everyone from the emanation. It's not as profound as my first question, but it's an equally good one.
I see. I will stop here then.
Huh? Vertin, are you turning back like Regulus? But you're a zero. You're not an irrational.
No, I won't go far. I will wait for you here. This is your gate to open. It is your question, your answer. I will stay here and watch over you. If you encounter any danger in there, I will come to your aid at once.
But don't you also have a question to ask Apeiron? Aren't your doubts unresolved?
No, I don't need to ask anymore. The question you're going to ask, the one that will free us all from the emanation, is exactly the question I want to ask. 37.
I see. So you're choosing to be the one who looks on, like the third kind of men in the Olympic Games. A choice of insight, most appropriate for the number 0. In that case, I will see you later then, Vertin.
See you soon, 37.
The purification ceremony is ready and was set up by the people of the island as a backup, but right now they wait nervously. Some doubt whether 37 will make it.
Mama, how are you here?
No, I'm not who you think I am, child. I'm but a shadow, a flicker of fire, a projection before you. The finite cannot comprehend the infinite. Your limited senses cannot imagine what you've never seen, nor fathom what you've never heard. I am the answer to your desperate prayers. I am the blindfold before you see daylight. I'm the reflection of your confused, hollow faces in the water. I am the lingering echo of the last visitor.
But you look just like Mama.
Oh really?
This is the last obstacle of the test. The gate of truth is just ahead, right? And here you are, standing in front of me. Does that mean that you finally reached the transcendental realm? So my conjecture was right, and our model did not fail, correct?
The transcendental realm?
Okay, I can't be the only one who thinks that's a creepy ass smile. Anyways, after the interaction with her mom, 37 ends up asking the question to Apeiron, then she's hit by a wave of cosmic whispers that results in a bleeding nose because her main stains to understand the answer. Back at the Laplace lab, they found the solution to the incantation, or so they thought.
Send this to everyone. It has been verified. This is the correct pronunciation of the immunity ritual.
This is La Unua.
We must share this with everyone! La Unua Circlo. Help!
What was that? Stop the transmission! The ritual is wrong!
What?
No. The incantation is indeed correct.
Things go terribly wrong outside the cave. In the Laplace lab, photographers recite the incantation, thought to grant the storm immunity, but instead the bodies crack, melt, or vanish. Because of this entire debacle, Lucy doesn't want any human researchers to be involved, including Enigma.
37, stay with me. I'll get you out. Is this Six's scroll?
+1, -1, +2, -3, 3, -3, +2, -1, +1. I see. I understand now.
I don't.
What did you say? 37, are you feeling better now?
They're numbers, Vertin. 6's scroll reconciled the gap between the supreme existence and me. I can now hear and understand. The answer to my question The solution to free us from the emanation, the response Apeiron promised me, is a string of numbers. We got it. The key to the gate of truth. Apeiron has answered me. This is the final solution. You must leave here at once. We have to tell everyone.
I am so proud of you, 37. We will save everyone. But there's one thing I don't understand.
And that is?
6. His scroll saved your life. Maybe he foresaw the dangers and protected you from it, so you can leave there almost unharmed. But what was he trying to tell you?
Huh? What happened? Did they not carry out the cleansing ceremony?
You will know the extent of all things, the boundaries of their entirety, and what connects them together.
Whoa! What's going on? An earthquake?
No. This is... the large-scale ritual on this island is undoing itself?
You will see, as you should, that the nature of the universe flows in all things alike.
Why? Why is our circle gone?
Thus, you will not hope for what is beyond your reach, and you will not be deceived. Pray, my friends.
Where are you going?
To the cave. The trial is not over. The final cleansing is yet to come. There are still duties to fulfill.
So, this part starts with Vertin's POV. Keep it simply, it's a weird vision / illusion about a peaceful island where nothing went wrong and people are just having a good time. But Vertin can immediately tell that things ain't right, so she tries to get out and find 37, and then...
First is the circle, second is the square.
"37? Is that you?"
Put the triangle on the triangle, and the rectangle on the rectangle. Perfect! As things should be.
Oh my god.
The
Fucking
emanation.
jump scare.
Disorder and chaos. This can't be. This isn't right. How ugly. How inelegant. How could this be the revelation from the patterns of the transcendental law above? How could such a terrible answer fall on my ears? I can't tell the others about this. There must be a mistake. I need proof. I have to go out there.
Oh shit.
Vertin, my child. Are you here to partake in sand play as well? No matter how oft we arrange them, the sight of them never grows stale. Alas, I shall destroy it.
I think I had a terrible dream.
What did you dream?
Regulus claimed Six's throne and declared this the rock and roll empire of irrational numbers. She took out a jar of coffee beans and stuffed one into my mouth.
Sure, fine.
I'm relieved that I woke up in time, and you as well. Let's go, Vertin. We need to tell everyone the numbers. Do you hear that? So many people out there. Must be Sophia here to pick me up. I told her she can wait for me outside. Sophia!
Wait, 37. What?
Are we still dreaming? Soldiers are gathered outside the island, prepared to invade and eliminate the threat, and chaos around the world is spreading. The Austro-Hungarian Empire has declared war on Serbia, Russia is mobilizing to support Serbia, and Germany is demanding them to stop. Germany and France are both mobilizing for war. Back in Vienna, we see from Kikania's point of view that she's trying to reach her family, but the storm has already taken effect. Marcus reunites with Kikania, telling her they have to return to Kikania's clinic and meet with the Special Operations Squad to get to La Place. Things feel hopeless even after finding the ritual to the storm immunity.
Let me in. Why hasn't the project stopped yet?
Adler Hofmann, you have been removed from the team. You're not authorized to be here. You have violated
The LSCC safety management regulations? I brought them with me. You're welcome. If you cared about the regulations as much as you claim, you'd know that none of what's happening aligns with its guidelines. Even the head of La Place has no authority to continue the experiment under these circumstances.
Get out of my face, Adler. I don't have time for this. We're in a state of war. Every participant has signed an informed consent form. If you are not part of this project, please leave immediately. We only have 18 hours until the storm. This is it. The first time we've made such a breakthrough in all 9 storms. Your sister gave up her life to take us this far. I hope you don't need me to remind you that.
Fuck you, Ulrich.
Yes, she made the ultimate sacrifice, hoping that it would lead to a breakthrough. But instead, death continues to rise. How can you let this go on? I demand to know why the experiment is still going!
Don't we have enough crazies around here? Madame Lucy has important things to do. She has no time for you. Go cry to your therapist, human.
Important? What could be possibly more important than this right now? What happened to the humanitarian ideals of the Foundation? Are we now under the tyranny of machines? What's this important thing she's got to do? Reading the paper? Sipping on oil and charging up in a 230-volt bath?
Is that you, Adler? Welcome. I am not in a suitable form to receive a guest. Simone, can you put me back in my body? I feel much better. Thank you. Oh, you have even put on a face for me. How sweet of you. I have noticed your icy gaze, Researcher Adler. You are yearning to correct the logic of this place. Well, I only said that to Simone out of courtesy. In reality, whichever body I am put into makes no difference to me.
The experiment, ma'am. Why hasn't it stopped? Are you going to pretend that nothing's happened? That no one died? Could it be that you and Ulrich, the awakened, being the tin cans you are, have no regard for actual lives?
Relax, Adler. You are led by a biased opinion because you lack critical information. A common defect in all cognitive processes. I believe you will shift to a more rational perspective once you receive sufficient information on the subject.
A more rational perspective? We are humans, not machines. We are not expendable parts. I have plenty of reasons to question your decisions. Your excessive insistence on this experiment could be a sign of uncontrollable behavior, a trait commonly seen in arcanists.
The experiment has been cancelled everywhere, except for this very room.
What?
As you and Researcher Medicine Pocket have said, the ritual is beyond the limits of almost everyone here. The side effects will kill them before the ritual can even take effect. The first wave was inevitable. Dora had pressed send before she disintegrated. We only managed to halt the subsequent transmissions and evacuate the unaffiliated staff. We kept only a few Arcanists on the team, and each has signed the consent form.
Forgive me, ma'am, but I have to use your argument against you. You too are guided by a biased opinion, an overly optimistic one, because you have failed to properly assess the risks involved. We have suffered enough misfortunes just by uttering a few syllables of the incantation.
We need to first determine all the side effects as a priority. This important step will help us compile data and eliminate the effects so our colleagues can use the ritual safely.
And who will try it this time, Madame Lucy? You're not going to test the side effects as the cost of lives, are you?
No. Thanks to Ulrich, we stumbled upon a breakthrough. You are right. It is time to send the other Arcanists home. Only the Awakened are needed here.
The Awakened?
Who? If you didn't know what the Awakened are, basically Arcanists who gain sentience and a form often possessing a physical vessel that represents the concept they embody, like the piston for Lucy or the ferrofluid for Ulrich.
The power is back, Mom. We are ready to resume.
What? Are you experimenting? Here?
Unwa.
He's actually risking it.
Wait, she's reciting it? She's read the reports, right? She was there when Dora broke into pieces.
No. Simone, I cannot continue.
You fools! Don't just stand there! Stop her! Now! Who's going to lead us if she also turns into a pile of scraps?
Stay where you are, Enigma.
What?
You insisted on being here. You demanded to see this. Don't bring your pathetic, narrow-minded humanitarian values in here and tell us what to do. What do you know about us?
Oh, fuck you, Ulrich. I should never have built you.
You can do it, madam. This is just part of the established procedures. Just a few more syllables, madam, and it will be over.
Established procedures. I like that. Seer Clo. Was that all, Simone?
Yes.
Good.
Bro, why the fuck do you end it there? I was holding my breath and everything.
She's dead. This is what you wanted to show me? To watch her utter a curse that's always brought death, only to die in vain? And you just let it happen?
Calm down.
Calm down. She's dead right there, you murderer.
We have already repeated this experiment many times.
Many times? What? You've sent people to their deaths over and over again?
Look at you, Adler, peeing your pants over a curse. The human boy is so scared that he forgot to ask the crucial question. Did the ritual work?
But what do you mean? The curse. The side effects killed her. The experiment failed. Is that not what happened?
Ulrich explains how he also did the ritual, felt the blessing of it, and then the curse also killed him. After the curse, he reappeared to his first state like he did the first time he gained sentience. After that, Lucy reawakens but has lost some data because of the side effects of the ritual.
Were we supposed to talk?
No. We have nothing more to discuss, ma'am. Ulrich has filled me in on everything. But I still worry whether the experiment's risks were properly assessed.
Assessments will only be assessments. Much is beyond measure when it comes to Arcanum. Perhaps faith plays a more important role here.
I'm surprised it is you talking about faith, ma'am.
It seems we both have the ability to surprise each other. You are right. Assessments could indeed be useful to us. It allows us to know the probabilities of success and failure based on established facts and past experience. But when we find ourselves in uncharted darkness, with no information or past experience to guide us, how are assessments going to help us? The only thing we have in such darkness is the unwavering faith to move forward. At the beginning of this new life, my circuits were charged with a singular primal desire to progress. In the midst of that never-ending whistle, I have watched man build the towers of science and knowledge, and I have watched them unleash chaos and destruction. You too have been lost and deterred, but your engines of progress have never stopped churning. Always move forward, no matter the destination you told yourselves, until the storm brought everything to a standstill. But this is just a small setback. We are only back to the beginning where we stumble blindly. No need to worry about me. I will not shut down as long as there is still hope for progress. We have wasted a bit of time on data recovery. Come, Simone. Let us begin the next experiment. I hope to dissolve into paste this time, so we can easily handle it with a Coleman's ritual of transformation.
Bro.
Seen enough? We know what we are doing, and you are of no help here. It's been the same old story in this place for the past 8 years. When your faith crumbled during the storm, it was us who took over the place and cleaned up after you. It was us who got things back up and running, put coals in the hearth, and blazed a trail when everyone was lost in the dark. I know you may not understand the intricacies of the Arcanum, but please, show some basic respect for our efforts.
Will you do the experiments yourself, Ulrich?
Of course. I am not some emotional, unhelpful little punk.
Do you still remember Adams? Adams, Roman, Adolf, Sylvia, Albert, Louise, those who were taken from us by the rain. Melvin, Francis, Caroline, Leopold. They volunteered for the field, but we never heard from them again. Now we have Dora, Richard, Dawkins, and Victor on the list. Life has a wicked sense of humor. My mentor, my classmates, my colleagues. Each of them deserved to live more than me. But they're all gone now. There's only me talking to you. Alive. Useless. Am I going to see your names on that list too, Ulrich?
Spare me the feelings, human. Though I will take back my sarcastic jabs at you. It is not something a leader should do. Madame Lucy talked to me about the importance of teamwork. Go back to your room, Adler. The Arcanists will take over from here. Until we get the results, you won't be needed here.
I will say this, Ulrich. If you survive the experiments, I will submit the sincerest application to never be on the same team as you again.
Yeah.
So neither of us will have to worry about teamwork. How's that sound?
Haha. I will wait for that application, Adler.
I cannot wait for Adler to become playable.
Ha! Fresh air, green grass, the dew, the mud. This is what I'm talking about. A better world.
Researcher, I must make clear that you only applied for 15 minutes outside for research purposes. Your countdown starts from the moment when you cross this line.
Okay, safety first, I know. Get off me, you're hurting my arms. I'll bounce as soon as the storm syndrome hits. I really wanted to test this in Vienna. Oh well, better than nothing. Alright, now, I'm gonna walk a little further from the immunity zone so the samples are easier to gather. The ideal distance is 1,500 kilometers, but, oh, don't worry, not gonna do that. Even I can't run that fast. Now behold, the important moment when I prove the dorks in Laplace wrong about asymmetrical nuclide R.
Enigma tries to figure out how humans can use the ritual without being an Arcanist or having to use Arcanist powers.
We don't have time. I'll spare you the technicalities and explain it straight. Our biggest problem is the limit of the bloodline. Low-rank Arcanists can't command high-rank arcane rituals, similar to how household appliances can't withstand what's beyond their designated voltage. In most cases, the caster can only use their own arcane circuits that run through their inherited bloodline. But what if the caster were in a special electric field? What if we used existing circuits on the outside and put the caster into a greater circuit? What if we factored in the entire planet and used the atmosphere to split the current flowing through us by adding more appliances to the circuit?
Don't be ridiculous, Adler. We are not household appliances.
Hold on, let me finish. 24 hours before the storm, the entire world is charged with abundant arcane energy. It becomes a space emanating pneuma, a cloud ready to discharge, a special electric field. Look at asymmetrical nuclide R. The key to the storm immunity was inside the storm all along. And look at how the Mandragora is the antidote to its own poison. The solution can be hidden in the question itself. The arcane energy a caster inherently lacks can be borrowed from the surroundings during the storm. We just need a way to induct that energy. First, we derive a formula to determine the pneuma needed from the storm based on the Arcanist lineage. Then, we'll design a converter to transform the external pneuma into what they can use. They will no longer be bound by their limits. With just one calculation and one conversion, we can turn anyone into a capable caster.
I knew I shouldn't have wasted my time listening to you. What are you saying, Adler? You made up a confusing story, then drew conclusions from it.
The second part is purely theoretical, I admit. But the basis of my theory is correct, and I have read Medicine Pocket's paper.
But Arcanum is not electricity! You're too caught up in your excitement to remember the basics. You know nothing about Arcanum.
It's still a form of energy, yes? No one here knows what the storm is, but we do know that it's a massive arcane energy field. We can harness it, much like Arcanists use arrays to amplify their incantations.
I see what researcher Adler is trying to say. A creative solution indeed. Do not worry, Ulrich. I also have noticed that humans could be smart and stupid at the same time. Perhaps that is why they need to have their work peer-reviewed.
Thanks?
There is a type of electrophotography invented by Semyon Kurlion and his wife Valentina Kurlion in 1939 that depicts the energy field surrounding an object or body. It was later used by Laplace as a method of measuring arcane power, notably for the storm observation systems. Through it, we are able to capture and measure the arcane light or aura that is invisible to the naked eye. The plan of researcher Adler is feasible. Laplace also has the technology to support it. We have the storm observation stations, the capable casters, and the best mathematicians. Ulrich, please ask Miss Titer to lead the calculations, then experiment outside the safe zone and record the pneuma constant needed for casting the incantation. And do not give the incantation to anyone. I doubt they can resist trying it. Simone, please contact Researcher X. His balancing helmet could be the prototype for our converter. That helmet balances the energy field in and out of our bodies, and was once used to protect researchers working with dangerous arcane skills. We could boost its power and use it as a substitute for Adler's converter. But we should postpone their testing request until we have completed our experiments on the side effects.
What about me, ma'am? Should I go with the calculations team or help with the converter?
Right. I wanted to talk about that. You have proven to us the value of human thoughts and perspectives. I am glad that your struggles with the bottle did not damage your brain, Adler. I am confident that your discoveries will save many lives in the storm once implemented.
The bottle? But it's been 7 years.
But you overlooked one thing in your plan. What about your people? The humans who can never cast incantations.
An apt question.
They were not included in the plan. I just came up with something that took the least steps to reach the desired outcome. To save humans, they'll have to rely on equipment. Only when we have better control over the ritual can we store it on arcane devices for mass production.
Then you should go perfect it.
Huh? We only have 16 hours and 30 minutes until the storm. There's not enough time to...
The feasible part of your plan is in motion, and all of Laplace will provide the help we need. We will make it work. As for yourself, perfect your plan so we can save everyone, including the humans. And we only have 16 hours and 30 minutes to find a solution.
Understood. I will think of something. You're right about this one.
I won't be in there for long. You can wait for me on the beach if you want.
No! 37! Don't!
Fuck, bro.
What happened?
Sophia is trying to make sense of this current situation. Then 37 appears back from the cave, which gets Sophia a bit hopeful knowing that she passed the test. Until...
Yes, and I got the answer. The answer that will save us from the emanation once and for all. And the answer is...
Is that it? The one true answer from Apeiron is a string of numbers?
Yes, because the transcendental truth is beyond the limit of our mortal flesh. It cannot be described by words, seen by eyes, interpreted by logic, or perceived by the senses. It is passed to us in a form we can understand. Numbers. This is the key to the truth. Give me some time and I can decode it.
Time 37. How long do you need?
A month or a week. I will spend all my time working on it. It is not an easy question. Could be the hardest one I've ever dealt with in my life. But I will get there, and then we will be freed from all these problems once and for all.
Again, look around you.
Even if we don't know its meaning yet, it will eventually lead us to the kingdom of truth. Sophia? Why are you crying?
Oh my, you stupid mother...
That long? 37. A truth that distant won't change. What's in front of us now?
Sophia? Sophia!
No. Calm yourself, Sophia. I have to.
You seem astray, child.
Oh, fuck off. Now is not the time.
And sad. What pains you so? Has the truth not graced thee with its miracles?
37 finally sees the chaos around, thinking that it was all her fault. Then decides to find Sophia, but before that.
It doth not surprise me. The wise, so blinded by their pursuit of knowledge, they oft neglect the harshness of reality. A common downfall of the contemplative. Pray tell, in the midst of such overwhelming destruction, where has their vaunted wisdom gone? And what good does it bring in this final hour? I can hear thy weeping and bellowing within, Miss Sophia. Many a time you have knelt at the temple of truth, devoted yourself, prayed for your people, and withstood the tribulations set upon you, all for the betterment of others. Thy character is without reproach. Yet the truth has never deemed you worthy, has it?
No, that's not.
You shall be granted a greater opportunity, a blessing that befits thy devotion.
No, that's a violation of the scripture. We shouldn't.
The scripture? Yet you were never truly counted as one of them, do you not agree? As evidenced by the decision that truth hath made. No one escapes their fate, as ever.
Yo. Square root of 2? 37 becomes very sad. Things get bad, then 6 wants Vertin to promise helping 37 to decode the numbers Apeiron gave to solve the circle issue.
From 1 to 10, each number has its moral purpose and mission. Among them, only 6 was chosen to be the leader.
Because 6 stands for balance.
Yes, we must pay heed to the balance between passion and reason, so as to stay on the right path and not be led astray by the calling of our blood. For generations, we committed ourselves to the scripture and stayed true to what we pledged. We left the trivialities and troubles of the phenomenal world behind and served the supreme existence with the fruits of our knowledge. This kind of faith was how the island prospered, and it was the source of our salvation. Through diligent practice and contemplation, we managed to remain secluded and independent from the rest of the world.
The irrational numbers that your people rarely appreciate, are they faced with a different path? A path of passion and madness?
We have been long isolated from the outside world by one emanation after another. 4 years ago, we tried to seek proof in the outside world, but failed. We regrettably lost some of our best scholars and friends in the process. However, it was not the failed attempt that led to this upsetting situation, but a crisis from within. Now with our ship capsized and our scale fallen, I am no longer able to reconcile the tilt of people's hearts and souls. We will be divided. The fanatics from the foreign lands can finally spread their hatred amongst the ruins of our shattered beliefs.
I will stop Manus Vindictae.
Forget not your promise, Miss Vertin.
37 is getting pressed by some islanders that has joined the Manus Vindictae. They attack her, but then out of nowhere.
Are you alright, 37? Can you get on your feet?
Sophia! Did you change your clothes?
I have found my number, 37. Your calculation was correct. As always.
You found it! That's good!
Now is not the time.
I always wanted to tell you. It is a great number. The number of a herald, prophet, and pioneer. When it was first discovered, mathematics was nearly destroyed. But luckily, it also spurred advancements in the field. Are we still friends, Sophia?
We still are, but there are more important matters I must tend to.
This is ours! The land we discovered!
Sophia, your power and your luck.
I must leave now, 37. Lady Arcana has shown me another path.
No! No! Why are you leaving too? Is it because our circle has been broken? But I found the truth. I have the final solution. Just give me a little more time and everything will be fine again, I promise.
You and I are different, 37. Not all of us have the privilege to look on from the sidelines.
Sophia, you...
I will join Manus Vindictae.
Bro.
Take others with me, and leave.
Oh, fuck you.
I will renounce the scripture and seek vengeance in the phenomenal world. Make your move, 37. If you really are the genius who can overcome anything, prove it to me. Stop me. Transcend me. Defeat me. Crush me to dust.
Are we fighting against Sophia?
earlier.
What?
Why, Sophia? Why must we fight each other?
This was preordained. I am an irrational number, an obstacle in the pursuit of truth. I have accepted my fate, abandoned my scriptures, and embraced the path I should have chosen. Let neither side hold back, 37.
Listen up.
A wonderful dream.
The fuck, bitch?
Ridiculous.
But only for
Unbreakable. No! This is wrong!
Why? Why did you spare me, 37? Why did you show mercy? You weren't supposed to!
Because I don't want to fight you, Sophia! Why? Why do we have to do this?
I'm sorry, 37. I have gone beyond reason. Beyond cure. I must have been out of my mind to make you fight me. Your hands were never meant for violence. They were meant for upholding the truth. As for me, I'm the one who clears the dust off the path, as fate foretold. Goodbye, my beloved friend.
Soph! Miss Sophia!
We all have our own purpose to fulfill, Miss Sonetto. I will not fight you this time, but I will draw steel the next we meet.
I don't understand any of this. The truth transcends all and is above all trivial matters of a phenomenal world. It guides us to enlightenment and protects us from evil and misfortune. Does it not? This is what I have always believed, so I went seeking for it. It is finally in my hands. But now, what went wrong? Was it my fault? Isn't this how the truth is supposed to work?
The truth has not abandoned you, 37. You haven't used the key yet, have you? It is still coded.
The key?
Lilia has verified Arcana's location. She is still on this island.
Oh, okay.
We still have a chance to stop her before it's truly too late.
Are we fighting her?
We should go now, Sonetto. We have 15 more hours until the storm.
We've got signal. Zeno has restored communications with Team Timekeeper.
Very well. We will leave you to it. Just to confirm before we go, the operation Zeno is currently undertaking has been approved by the Pact Security Council, right?
Certainly, miss.
Who does?
We are soldiers. Soldiers act on orders.
I am most pleased to see you.
Fuck you.
Had you a pleasant stay on this island, Ms. Vertin? Are they not an intriguing flock of people? Their wise ones drew a circle at their feet and declared themselves apart from this realm. For generations untold, they toiled as diligent ants in service of the circle, adoring and venerating it while shielding themselves from insanity's call. I take immense pleasure in admiring this wondrous figure, the primordial, eternal, immaculate circle. The more pity that it was etched upon sand.
I disagree. The fragility and impermanence of sand is precisely why people strive for something eternal. Believing in perfection is not a flaw. I noticed the human aircrafts were loaded with weapons, not from this era. I can't fathom your motives. If you came here to incite hatred and recruit the pure-blood arcanists on this island, you may now walk away with satisfaction. If you wanted to take the island as one of your bases, you could have done so after the cleansing ceremony failed, but you did nothing. You just stood there. Why?
Do do you struggle to comprehend, sweet Vertin?
I think we all do.
Enough talk, Vertin. It's time for action.
Mind your distance. Arcana has power over people's minds at a close range.
Oh shit, we're fighting her now.
Pity. I did wish to keep this bangle. Mine and yours, a pair in perfect match.
Hey yo.
How will you remove yours, Vertin?
What? The island's been blasted to smithereens. How come the bangle still has its power? What is it made of?
Don't worry, Regulus. We have foreseen this.
We have? I mean, sure we have.
When we first arrived, I was bewildered by the rules on this island. But as I learned more about their scriptures, things began to make sense. Language is an unreliable means of communication. Information can become muddled and vague wording can lead to mistakes and contradictions. That's why the island values math as a more precise and truthful language. They mock language for its ambiguity, scorn its flaws, and ruthlessly expose its inconsistencies, like they did during that debate. The pact on this bangle is of a similar nature.
I see. It forbids us from actively attacking, but what is considered an attack? The rulemaker did not specify that.
An act without the intent to attack will not be seen as an attack.
An act without the intent to attack will not be seen as an attack. I see.
That is the unspoken rule of the peace agreement.
An adorable attempt. Are you truly prepared to gamble the life of thy sworn companion, little pup of the Foundation?
I will not make the same mistake again, Miss Arcana. I know perfectly well what I'm doing. Your provocations will not work on me. For the peace of this world, I will stop you.
Yeah, famous last words.
Regna sereno intenso e infinito.
Now, Vertin.
What the fuck? Is this right?
Show me how you have changed since last we met.
Are we meant to do this?
The battlefield. It transformed.
Oh, what the fuck?
What is this? It has more hands than all the members of a band combined.
The creature is defeated and Arcana has emerged once again. Timekeeper, stage 2 is complete.
Cool. Now, we just have to activate it.
No. What on earth is she trying to do?
There's no time, Vertin.
You're right. We've put too much time and effort into this plan to not carry it out now. Sonetto, Lilia, Regulus, assume your positions. It's time to enact the final stage.
Is the guiding one really not coming with us? She...
Are you saying?
Fret not, my child. You heard me true. I shall die today.
Huh?
Timekeeper, location Alpha is ready for the ritual.
Location Beta, ready.
Mr. Apple and I are ready.
Good. Requesting to use the advanced arcane skill Apeiron. Number 000262603100008.
How powerful is this?
To teleport a top priority threat to the Parmenides base.
Oh?
Loosen up and enjoy the ride. Прощай.
Sequence initiated. Starting countdown. 30, 29, 28.
The target has not reached the designated location. I repeat, the target has...
15, 14, 13.
Large-scale arcane ritual detected. Apeiron around, verified. Life signal detected. Target is in position. Initiating detonation.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They nuked her?
Vacuum bomb detonated.
No arcane energy detected. No life signal detected. Target eliminated. I repeat, the target has been eliminated.
No way, it was that easy.
We actually did it. Admiral, Hans, we made up for what we didn't do in 99.
Did we win?
It's too early to celebrate, but history will remember this moment and honor all that was lost in this long battle.
Wait, Hans. You hear that? In your headphones?
Admiral, we might have a life signal, but there's too much interference.
Give me that. No, it's nothing. There is no sign of life. It was the wind.
So, that means... a triumphant victory! A salute to you, Admiral, and to the Timekeeper.
Our efforts for peace have prevailed, and we have emerged victorious. Let us forever remember this day for its greatness.
Glory to all who fought for this moment! We did it! Whoa!
Did we though? Nah, stop the cap. Back at Apeiron, 888 and the other remaining people of the island are looking for any injured. 6 is in a coma and the rest join Menace Vindictae. 37 and Vertin joins. Now it's time to finally decode the Apeiron numbers, but they need help.
The side effects are completely random. Among the current samples, the probability of no side effects occurring is 0.52%. And of the 81 recorded side effects, 39 of them will cause irreversible damage to the biological body. 24 will permanently alter the composition of the caster's body functioning, and 18 minor effects will cause only minor, superficial injuries that do not affect daily functioning. Laplace's archives has enough rituals to protect casters from the minor effects, but the other two categories are highly lethal. After 72 experiments, the diversity of side effects has decreased significantly. It is unclear if this is due to repeated testing on a single subject or due to a limited range of possible side effects. More than 90% of these effects are related to concepts such as dirt and dust. Is it because of the origins of this ritual's power?
Madam Lucy, Zeno's plan was a success. With the help of Team Timekeeper, the leader of Menace Vindictae was teleported to a deserted military base and targeted with a thermobaric weapon.
That is the one way to take down an enemy.
It was a direct hit with no signs of life detected. The momentous event was captured on camera in the observation room.
A tremendous victory. Please extend my congratulations to the Admiral for this remarkable feat.
Also, you have 2 call requests. One is from the Timekeeper, which Laplace received shortly after the battle with Menace Vindictae. She is requesting remote assistance to help the Apeiron decode a numerical code related to the storm immunity.
Put her through immediately. And the other call?
It's Kakanya, the Viennese arcanist who helped investigate Marcus in acquiring the ritual. We have updated her the progress of the study and the potential side effects of the incantation, but she insists on knowing the right pronunciation.
Firstly, they have a call with X, and then Ulrich and Lucy joins in later, explaining the Rosetta Stone concept and how 37s and the people of Laplace research combined could possibly be the solution to the storm immunity.
If we can delve into the essence of the ritual and master its inner workings, we may eventually transcribe it into a side effect-free ritual that can be used by everyone.
Yes, it should work. Because the nature of the universe flows in all things alike.
I'm glad you think so, Miss 37.
Your hypothesis is based on too many assumptions, Ulrich. It requires further refinement and confirmation. We now have valid incantations. We should continue in this direction. You mentioned the word transcribe just like the Timekeeper did. It holds the answer to improving the ritual.
You mean?
The scroll you mentioned that can bridge the gap between you and the Supreme Existence during communion. It is the scroll that transcribed the eerie sound and saved 37 from the lethal side effects. Does this mean it could potentially lessen the negative effects of the immunity incantation?
Oh shit.
Wait, Madam Lucy. Let me take it from here.
We would like to borrow this scroll for research. If you lend us this scroll, we will make significant advancements on the research, and we promise to provide every assistance you require in the future.
Lend you the scroll? Are you asking us to give the legacy of Apeiron, our most cherished possession, to you? A scientific research organization that serves humans?
Oh, fuck you. We're doing this for you.
Why not? We are seekers of truth, are we not?
888 is still doubtful about giving the scroll away since it's precious for her and her people. 37 still wants to share the knowledge and the scroll for the greater purpose. Even 210 is in for it. In the end, them and 37 manages to convince the others. Ilya is the one responsible to transfer the scroll to the HQ of Paz, but on the way gets attacked by the menace monsters. Back at La Paz, Lucy still continues to experiment the ritual on herself. Enigma is still trying to figure out how to let non-arcanists use the ritual, but is still struggling.
Could you show me the incantation? I want to see it too.
Laplace is looking for a safe method to deliver the incantation. Given the incidents before, some time is required for the application procedure. Once received, please do not read it out by any means. The side effects are extremely deadly.
Apologies. We took some time to test the delivery methods. For your safety, only the text of the incantation will be delivered. The exact pronunciation will be sent to the Timekeeper later.
Thanks, mate.
Do not fucking say it out loud.
Communication, we will send the incantation letter by letter through a Chladni plate, a technique that converts simple patterns to sound waves. Enough with the mumbo-jumbo. There's no time for details. Anyway, Timekeeper, we'll need the help of that lady. Miss Radio, right?
Huh?
Yes. Somebody please find her a metal square plate, fix it on a sturdy base, and pour sand on it. Now, a special recording will be sent to you. Please stay by the edge of the plate, embrace the sound, and...
I assume you mean vibrate?
No, that's just rude. But, yes, exactly.
Fuck.
If all goes well, the vibrations will move the sand and visualize the text in a pattern. We have 12 recordings ready, each representing a letter in the incantation. We'll play the first one when you're ready.
Oh, of course, my pleasure.
First one's done, Mr. Ulrich.
All right, 11 to go.
This incantation.
What? Are you reading it in your head? Oh, don't tell me even thinking about it can trigger the curse.
No. It's just, I can read this language.
What?
37. I think I know what it says. It means the first circle.
The first circle? That's what the incantation says? That's it. The investigator in Vienna reported a similar thing. An ancient miracle, a circle of salvation. Arcana even drew a circle in the air while saying it. She did it so nonchalantly, as if it were a meaningless gesture. We didn't think much of it at the time. Once we confirmed that it did not affect the casting of the incantation, we forgot about it and moved on. I can't believe I overlooked it.
This is not your fault, Ulrich. The gesture was overlooked because it did not really help the research. Our focus was on practical application rather than understanding the incantation itself. If the incantation means the first circle...
I see! I understand now!
Well, Vertin, I don't know why you can read it, but I do know that Gal is thrilled by your interpretation, because you mentioned her favorite shape, the circle.
Yes. The essence of the incantation is a circle. But what kind of circle is it? In topology, any closed curve on a plane can be classified as a circle.
Aha! Told you!
Look, Vertin, let's go back to the Rosetta Stone hypothesis. Based on the hypothesis, if the incantation and the numerical code share a common essence, which is the key to the storm immunity, and we now know the incantation refers to a circle,
then the essence of this numerical code should also be a circle, right?
Yes. Before this conversation, I had no idea which direction to take. The numerical code could be a snippet of an incantation, or it could be a geometrical ritual array. I had a lot of theories to go on, but testing them could take weeks or even months. Worse yet, if my line of thinking was completely wrong, we could waste decades of time and effort. But the Rosetta Stone hypothesis is easy to verify. Let us suppose that the incantation and numerical code share a similar essence. We know that the incantation does work as proven by the awakened. If the incantation is a circle, then the numerical code should also be circular in nature and has the same effect as the incantation, which is a circle that saves people from the emanation and can also be experimented with by the awakened.
If the experiment works, then the hypothesis is true, and vice versa.
I don't understand anything.
I see what you mean here. It really is an easily provable hypothesis.
It is.
To my ears, you're just trying to prove that the code means a circle, because you're really into circles.
She gets it. You always did.
Not specifically. I simply like it because it's a great shape.
But I don't understand.
That's surprising.
+1, -1, +2, -3, 3, -3, +2, -1, +1. How do these numbers relate to the circle?
The first circle.
Yes, it was the timekeeper who translated the incantation. And according to the investigator in Vienna, Arcana also drew a circle when she cast the ritual. But experiments have shown that the gesture has no effect on the ritual. We thought maybe it was a symbolic gesture.
No. It is no way just symbolic. Arcanists excel at condensing their experiences into symbolic representations. Signs, totems, elements, these are primitive symbols, and some are sources of power for Arcanum. At least that's what the Foundation's textbooks tell me. That's why arcane skills can only be enhanced by mediums that align with their symbolic nature. Precise materials are required when creating soft discs for each incantation. If the incantation symbolizes the first circle, and if we were to create a physical form that could be mass-produced for everyone, will that form have to be a circle too?
Oh, I should have thought of this. The simplest things often hold the deepest meaning, as always. So, the first circle, what could it be? A wheel? A piece of rope? A pendulum? I spent too long on the wheel and the bearing, not realizing there was something more promising. A circle can also be seen as a knot with no crossings. An unknot. This could be a variation of a closed curve. A knot. Knots were how the ancients of the Incas and Chinese collected data and kept records. But which knot is it exactly? The Jones polynomial of the trefoil knot is t plus t cubed.
Oh, hell fucking nope, skip. Oh my god. Just get to the point.
This string of coefficients is the shorthand of a Jones polynomial.
Fuck.
See, Vertin, Apeiron did give us the answer. The key we've been looking for, the most profound secret, the language of the divine. No sound or text is needed, just pure structure, the very form of the essence itself. It is a beautiful shape, a simple knot.
A knot? Great. Now there is only one step left. The verification. Did you hear that, Madame Lucy? Can you help us verify the authenticity of this knot?
Of course. I have paid close attention to the discussion. This polynomial produces a single unique knot. We can now tie a knot to test it.
Madame Lucy, is the signal dropping? Madame Lucy, can you hear us?
I can. worked.
So, Enigma is surprised and Lucy reports this to the Timekeeper's organization, but things didn't go so well, and the attendees were extremely doubtful, in Lucy's own words.
As it turned out, presenting a technical report was much too premature. We should have a complete and official report once the immunity gear is produced.
Maybe you can change your approach the next time you report to the Foundation.
I simply gave them honest answers, but this solution is deserving of widespread implementation. All we need is a piece of rope and tie it end to end, and spend 3 to 5 minutes to make this knot. This can be done anywhere, at any time, by anyone using any type of cordage. The oldest, fastest, and most basic ritual, the key to braving the storm, is a knot.
Is it though?
But at this point in time, the knot only functions like an incantation. It is not suitable for widespread use until the research on the side effects and the converter are complete.
In any case, I've completed all the tasks you assigned me. My last plea is, please never put Ulrich and I on the same team again.
Please do that every time.
Dr. Kakanya, are you really going to stay here?
You're still there in Vienna?
Don't worry about me, young missy. This won't be goodbye forever. Besides, I have already provided all the help I can, right? I made Isolde show us the ritual and kept her under control, and now you've figured out how the ritual works. To test its results, you will need a couple of volunteers.
But you heard the report from Laplace. The possibility of surviving the ritual is nearly zero without the converter and the scroll and—
Nearly, they said. But not surely.
No way she dies.
Plus, where else can I go? I was born and raised in this city. This is where I came from, where I lived and where I belong. This is my whole world. I despised the maggots under its golden surface and fought for the justice and fairness in our society. But I also cherish every detail of this city, from the intricate carvings on the theater columns to the dirt trodden by dock workers. All of these things made me me. My family, my friends, my people, and my operas and culture are all here. I never once thought about leaving this place. I have never thought about destroying it either. Being washed away with it would be a just punishment for all my sins.
I wish I could be as brave as you are. See you, Miss Clara.
Goodbye, Miss Marcus.
No way.
Sharing this hour with you has been an honor.
Is your birthday approaching, Doctor? I made this for you. Turquoise and topaz. Just like you and your eyes. Please accept my blessings, Doctor. May your life be filled with joy and contentment. And may your courage guide you through all that comes your way. You are worthy of all the beauty and goodness this world has to offer. And I will hold you in my heart and in my prayers. Forever. Süße Träume, Frau Dittersdorf.
Madam Lucy, any progress on the research?
Oh shit. At this current moment in the story, the faith and belief of the island of Apeiron is destroyed, but there's still some people of Apeiron who is at a ceremony to celebrate.
You mean all we need is a piece of hope?
Yes. In recognition of your extraordinary contributions, Laplace is honored to present you with the fruits of our labor. This knot is the result of our research. The knot has been validated as a working ritual on both humans and arcanists. With the help of other arcanists, we found methods to avoid side effects and conducted small-scale experiments with success.
So are you saying we can—
However, since the experiment is still in its early stages, it involves a variety of materials and complicated rituals that are not yet possible for transmission. Nor can we deliver you any experimental equipment, as the storm is about to make landfall. The knot acts as an equivalent to the incantation, but it does not guarantee that we will meet the casting requirements or avoid the likely side effects. I apologize, Miss Kakanya. Perhaps the result of our work will not really help your situation.
You said the knot works on both humans and arcanists, right?
Yes.
That is more than enough. This is the best news I've heard so far. There's a chance for everyone.
I have 2 more pieces of good news. First, the curse is not inevitable. Our experiments showed a 0.49% likelihood of no side effects occurring at all. Second, the closer the storm gets, the more pneuma fills the air, leading to a greater success rate of the ritual. Yet, even with these factors combined, the rate of success is still extremely low.
It's all right. With millions of people trying, there's hope that at least one person will succeed against the odds. Thank you for sharing this with me, madam. I will do everything I can to spread this knot in Vienna to the Arcanists, humans, Magyars, and Germans. They are all my people, regardless of their social status, profession, or race.
That's why she's the goat.
They all deserve the right to survive.
Madame Lucy, I can only assume you acted impulsively and overlooked the proper application process. The knot is new and not ready for widespread testing. Distributing it in Vienna could lead to more casualties or even fall into the hands of our enemies. I must remind you that this is a clear violation of the regulations set by Pax Security Council, the St. Pavlov Foundation, and the Laplace.
Ah, yes. How careless of me.
Doesn't give 2 fucks.
But I did tell her I would share the results of the research, and this is what you call a promise.
X.
And the database says, a promise made is a promise kept.
Hell yeah.
Doctor? Finally, someone I know!
Illich, gather everyone you can and have them read out these steps in the plaza for all to hear. If possible, go to the telegraph office or use a printing machine to copy flyers. Distribute as many copies as you can. I'll go to Leopoldstadt and find the Gracchus brothers. They know where to find abandoned military hot air balloons.
What are you talking about, Doctor? People are too busy trying to escape. I want nothing to do with those crazies. This? A guide for tying knots? Don't you know the world is about to end? So many warnings. Who'd want to read this?
The people who want to survive will read it. I can't guarantee anything. It's a gamble for our lives. But people have a right to try before doomsday arrives. Illich, please trust me one more time. Please.
Fine, Dr. Clara. If this works, your coffee for the rest of your life is on me.
Why? Why are you still leaving? I found the truth. I completed the test. I deciphered the code of Apeiron. Why aren't you stopping them, Six?
Hello.
Are you joining them, Miss Marta?
I find myself uncertain of which way to go. Would you kindly give me some guidance?
The guidance I can offer you is limited, Miss Marta. I think fate knows its own fate better than anyone.
Thank you for your advice. I think I understand.
We survive. No.
don't understand. I should be giving them my blessings. They're brave enough to return to the essence. But instead, sadness washes over me. I should feel happy for Sophia, now that she knows her soul number. Yet, I am filled with sorrow. Why? Why did you all leave? Is it because I wasn't fast enough? Is it because I didn't do well enough?
Go, 37. Leave the island to the world outside. Ms. Vertin, you're clearing a path out of the mires of the phenomenal world. I sincerely hope you will steer it away from the horrors of war.
It's our duty to do so.
No. Wait! 6, where are you going? Everyone is gone. Sophia, 210, 888, and now you too?
I'm returning to the cave, 37. There are still people who refuse to be caught in the cycle of hatred, or give in to unrestrained passion. The entrance to the sacred place may be destroyed, but the people's faith is yet to be extinguished. We will persist in studying the scrolls, copying the scriptures, and restoring our halls. We will worship the Ancient One in penance and work to rekindle the flame of our broken beliefs. The island is a manifestation of our choices, a haven removed from the phenomenal world, a place of order and harmony. And it is our determination that will sustain its tranquil existence.
I will go with you.
No, your choice has already been made, 37. You should not go back. The sorrows and doubts you have can only be alleviated by experiencing the outside world. Thousands of years ago, the first faithful ones fled from the Roman Empire and journeyed to this island, where they founded the School of Apeiron. 500 years ago, refugees from Arabia found shelter here. They filled the cavern's shelves with copies of their writings and texts. Half a century ago, scholars who had their research exploited for warfare came and expanded our knowledge on modern mathematics. There were many 37s and 6s among them. Yet, are we any different from them in essence? Even if we are no longer here, the numbers 37 and 6 will still exist. Even if the island sank, these numbers would reappear elsewhere. The integer sequence is infinite, 37. Rather than clinging to a set of specific numbers, you should go and work out your own calculations and conclusions.
So now you're choosing to be wise and look on. But I don't understand. How could one be wise by being uninvolved and looking on from the sidelines?
You overestimate wisdom, Ms. Vertin. It can't do everything. Wisdom can free people from ignorance, but it can also lead them to a nihilistic void. Yet, someone will always seek this wisdom, even if nihilistic, to briefly rise above their worldly troubles and find some relief. And someone will have to stay here and provide a neutral haven for the drifters of the phenomenal world, and give the lost souls a harbor to return to.
Wait! 6! Wait! Atticus! Will you leave a door open for me in your cave, like when we were kids? I know the transcendental laws and disorder, but that doesn't mean the truth is gone. I will carve a new path through the chaos, calculate better solutions than ever before, and delve into the phenomenal world to discover all it has to offer. By then, if I run into problems that I can't solve, can we talk about them together? Like we used to?
Yes, a door will be left open for you, 37.
Let's go.
Both you and your friends can come in.
It's a promise, 6.
Zeno sent a ship to pick us up. Let's go, 37. The researchers of Laplace would love to meet you. Are you nervous? Afraid of the unknown world?
Maybe a little. But I will get used to it. Because the nature of the universe flows in all things alike.
So, the protective gear against the storm is made, and it ends up being an umbrella, more specifically the Equilibrium umbrella. And the naming of the ritual core ends up being the Hofmann knot. Marcus is happy and is looking forward to the new world and the future. Anyways, Vertin meets up with the people, and Regulus might end up getting a new ship.
15 plugs. This should be enough to cover all socket types at our destination. Simone, pass me the experiment log, please. Come.
Madam Lucy, is it true? Are you leaving Laplace?
Yes. The inquiry is over. This is the decision of all parties involved.
You have got to be kidding me! After all the incredible contributions you've made, they're suspending you?
What?
This is absolutely ridiculous! Without you, there would be no umbrella, and everyone would have died from the side effects!
But many did perish because of me. I had underestimated the danger of the ritual, and it ended up spreading uncontrollably. Did you not once have the same opinion, researcher Adler Hofmann? I can imagine how they came to this decision. They must have considered the backgrounds of all the employees, including their social status and race. After 8 years, we finally created an umbrella to withstand the storm. However, our methods for achieving such progress and breakthroughs were too much for some to handle. People needed an outlet for their frustrations, so someone had to be held responsible for the accidents and casualties. Numerous complaints have been filed within the Foundation, Zeno, and even here. Some are starting to question the idea of having an awakened piston as a leader of Laplace. They argued about my arcane abilities, unsure if I had them under control or if they were becoming unstable and affecting my ability to make rational decisions. I did give the nod to Miss Kikanya in violation of the confidentiality agreement, but ultimately, it helped people survive, and that is all that matters.
Hell yeah.
So they're questioning your standing because you're an awakened? An arcanist? They're doubting the rationality of a machine that values technology and progress above all else? Could anything be more absurd? Even I, a human, was on the verge of giving up. It was you who convinced me to save our species.
My question is, why are you so upset? This does not affect you. In fact, you may be promoted. Laplace is setting up a new department, and you and Ulrich should have been invited to head it.
Weil das verdammt ungerecht ist! Diese Leute kennen dich nicht. Sie haben nicht mit dir gearbeitet oder dir zugehört. Und doch ernten sie freudig die Früchte deiner Arbeit, während sie dir keinen Respekt erweisen. Der einzige Grund, warum du suspendiert wirst, ist, weil du, ein Erwachter, nicht wirklich sterben kannst. Oder sie würden dir jetzt eine Ehrenmedaille auf deinem Grabstein verleihen.
Yeah, my German sounds so much better when you're pissed. Oh my god.
Maybe you should take up that offer. At least you will get a promotion as a just reward. By the way, Ulrich ended up receiving a medal. But like you, he was not exactly thrilled either. I will suggest that one of you take this position. No one knows this research better than the two of you.
Not a chance.
The research must progress, and you also need to ensure that the results will not be abused.
Scheiße. You're right.
Thanks to the invention of the umbrella, Laplace can now resume its research unhindered. And if there is someone better qualified to lead, I am more than willing to remain a humble cog in their machine. Besides, Miss C introduced me to a beautiful resort. The lake there is rich with arcane power, perfect for an awakened arcanist like me. Not only is it a resort, but also an independent team with a good amount of freedom. My only concern is if they have adequate power supply. Oh, rust might be a problem. Perhaps I should ask Researcher X about his titanium derust machine.
We should go, Madam Lucy.
Goodbye, Researcher Adler.
Alright, fine. I'll take up that role and do what you've been nagging me to do. I'll take care of those pesky committees. But just so you know, I'm not doing this for the higher-ups who look down on us, but for the people who look up to us from below.
Let's go.
Madam Lucy! All attention! Salute!
Oh.
Simone, why are they throwing papers at me? Are they rejecting me and banishing me?
On the contrary, madam, they are showing their reverence.
Oh. Let us go, Simone. I miss the Laplace Chargers already. There is a 230-volt bath at the resort, right?
The end. Holy shit. This is by far my favorite chapter in the game. Holy fuck. And yeah, that's it. Book 7 is finally done. The actual Book 7. And what a great book that was. It had great characters and storytelling from the beginning to the end. As always, if you made it this far to the video, I just want to say thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this long journey of recording, scriptwriting, and editing this massive video. It was worth it though. So yeah, until next time, have a good one.